Infinity reference car speakers have been a popular speaker option and a staple at Crutchfield for many years. I remember selling Infinity reference speakers when I started here at Crutchfield in 1996. They are quite versatile, on the affordable side, they fit most cars, and our customers love them. Let's find out why. The reference line of speakers falls right in the middle of Infinity's lineup of car speakers. Reference is a step up from Primus. They handle more power and have better tweeters. The Kappa is a step up from Reference for even more power handling, nicer tweeter material, and an improved woofer material as well. So the Reference strikes a nice balance, giving you a lot of performance for a very reasonable price. Let's talk tweeters. Infinity uses a textile material, which is soft and smooth and able to really scream when you crank up music with electric guitars, a horn section, drum cymbals blazing. But they still sound refined on female vocals and more acoustic music. Depending on the size that fits your car, you'll either get a 1-inch, 3/4 inch, or 1/2 inch tweeter. The tweeters are edge-driven, which just means they have a larger voice coil that connects to the outer edge of the tweeter instead of in the center, giving it more surface area, better control, and a better presence. If your car's speakers are mounted down low in your doors, the reference speakers may be able to help elevate your sound back up to your ears. The tweeters on the 6.5, the 6x8, and the 6x9 models are mounted at an angle. So when you install them down low in the doors, you can make sure the tweeter is angled up at your head for delivering those nice, high-frequency musical details straight to your ears. These models also include a 3 dB tweeter level control button. That allows you to boost the tweeter by 3 dB to give you back that volume you lose when your speakers are mounted down low. There are several component systems in the reference line of speakers. This is great if your car has tweeters mounted up higher in the doors or the dash. The included crossover sends high frequencies to the tweeter and lows to the woofer and has the same 3 dB brightness adjustment. You'll get a 3/4 inch tweeter in the component systems with several different mounting brackets. A flush mount bracket for a low-profile custom install, a surface mount bracket if you want to avoid cutting a large hole for the tweeter, and a starfish-shaped tweeter mounting bracket that should work in a lot of factory tweeter locations. The woofer in the reference line is made of polypropylene. It's a stiff, lightweight plastic that is ideal for solid bass. And Infinity's unique 1+ design gives you more cone area than other speakers of the same size from other manufacturers. More cone area means it can play deeper bass frequencies, and who doesn't like a little more bass? Another thing that's special about the Infinity speakers is their impedance. It's a little bit lower than most car speakers. Infinity calls it true 4-ohm impedance technology. Slightly less impedance draws a little more power out of your radio or amplifier than a traditional 4-ohm speaker without damaging your radio or your amp. It's frankly one of the reasons so many customers like these speakers for situations where they will be powered by the factory radio. Car manufacturers don't usually give you a lot of power for speakers in their OEM radios, so these speakers play louder than most others without adding an amplifier. However, if you want to add an amp, that's no problem. These speakers have the power handling for a modest amplifier, so you can take your sound to the next level if you so desire. This means the Infinity reference speakers are perfect for a basic speaker replacement and can grow with you as you add more power and build a higher-end audio system in your car. You could use an Alpine KTP 445U power pack amp to power most of the reference speakers, and it's small enough to go behind the radio in the dash of most cars. Or if you want to go big, the Infinity Reference 7005A would be a nice amp to power 2 pairs of reference 6.5 or larger speakers, with a 5th channel available to power a separate subwoofer. In looking over our customer reviews for the Infinity reference speakers, it's clear our customers appreciate the improvement these speakers give them over the stock speakers, especially for simple speaker replacement with the factory radio. Each of the 13 speakers in the Infinity reference lineup has an average rating of 4.5 out of 5 stars or better. So it makes sense that we included them in our Best of 2024 article. You might be wondering about some other comparable speakers and how they stack up to the Infinity reference speakers. The Morel Maximo line is comparable in price, but they have a treated paper woofer that sounds a little warmer and more natural than polypropylene. They use a similar textile dome tweeter. Their impedance is the more traditional 4 ohm, and they can handle a little bit more power. So if you're sure you're going to use an amplifier to drive your speakers, these might be a little bit of an upgrade over the Infinity reference speakers. They also get consistently great customer reviews. If you are looking for a more affordable option, check out the Kenwood KFC speakers. They are quite popular, some of our top-selling car speakers overall. They also get consistently positive reviews. They have a PEI dome tweeter, and on their larger speakers, it's a full 1-inch diameter. They're efficient and don't need a lot of power to sound good. They are also 4 ohm speakers, but still work very well with factory radios. And of course, there's always the other lines of Infinity speakers I mentioned before. Save money with the Infinity Primus, or you can really step up the performance of your system with the Infinity Kappa speakers, with their silk dome tweeters, higher power handling, and exquisite sound quality. You should plan to use an amplifier with the Infinity Kappas, and by the way, they have been a fan favorite at Crutchfield for as long as I can remember. So you can see why we love the Infinity reference speakers. To see if they'll fit your car, enter your exact vehicle info on Crutchfield.com. We'll be able to confirm fit, supply any necessary installation gear, and even include disassembly instructions for most vehicles. If you have any questions about them, please reach out. We'd love to help.